Hi everyone, welcome to BumbleBeeCrafts. Thanks for tuning in to another video from me today. It's Messy Monday, but I'm going to carry on from where we left off last Monday, where we played with our with my Sizzix Big Shot the Christmas embossing folders that I have. So what I thought we would do today is take these backgrounds that we created and turn them into some usable ephemera for our journals. I'm thinking more journals rather than Christmas cards with these. So like this one, I love how that turned out, so I just want to back that with some coffee dye paper and then maybe a word or a little embellishment at the bottom, maybe some fabric. So it's just having a play today. It's going to be quite a slow crafting today, nothing too full on, but yeah, just slowly working our way through these pieces and seeing what we can create. I've got the inks and everything out that we used last week. I've got my two gilding polishes here. I've got a lovely blue, this is Ocean Teal, which I thought would be nice for the snowflakes, and this one is Rich Red. I don't use this, in fact I don't think I've even used the red one. I've used this a couple of times. In fact I used it last Christmas for some winter scenes. But yeah, I don't use them enough, so I thought I would get those out, and I thought they would be nice just to enhance the backgrounds. And then I've got a tub here of all my POSCA pens. I've got some sparkly POSCA pens. I've got these lovely metallic pens. They're quite a fat nib on these, but I thought they might work. I use these a lot when I'm making cards with my mixed media and Lavinia stamps, but I thought they might work for some of these. I've got fabric, I've got book page, and I've got some digital ephemera from words and little figures that I thought we could just decorate up. So yeah, let's have a little play and see what we can create. Okay, I think I'm going to start with this one as that was my first idea. Now, do we want, oh, there's some other backgrounds here that I've done about a month or so ago, maybe 6 weeks, that we might get to. So I'll pop them to one side. I've even got my cup of chamomile tea here, so it's going to be a really nice, slow, relaxed crafting today. Okay, I am wondering about just changing the stars on here and making them into gold. Let's just have a look and see what that looks like. Do we think that it might? Let's go for it. Yeah, I think that looks really nice. I might leave the swirls and then just do these little stars in here. I think that might be quite nice. Because there's some dots as well, so we'll leave the dots. I'm just doing the stars. In the gold, just to enhance them. Gives a bit of depth to it as well. That's a star, that's a star. So how's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. I know you guys like the mixed media Mondays, and you've often said how would I use these. So hopefully in this video today we can turn what we created last Monday, into some lovely usable ephemera for our journal. Yeah, I think that's really nice. Does that show up on camera? Look at that. That's really enhanced that. That's lovely. Okay, I need to let that dry really before we do anything else. So we'll leave that up I just stretch across and leave it on the windowsill, I think. So let's move those while that dries. Have another little look in here. I'm itching to use some of these to start with, I think. What do we want to use it on? I'm wondering if, I know it's red on red, unless we do the red and the grey, because that would be like a silvery colour then, wouldn't it? I'm just wondering if I can just gently use my finger and just use a bit of this. Before I do, let me just grab a baby wipe. You want one, loads come out. Let's tuck that one back in there so that I can wipe my finger, because, well, it's Messy Monday and I usually always get messy. Let's have another gulp of my tea. Okay. Yeah, I've not even opened this one, look. Okay, I think I'm just going to see if I can get some of that out and onto the mat of the lid first. Okay, and see if we can get a bit of a, I know they say to wet that before you put it back, so we'll see what we've got here, because that was a bit thick. Okay, now this really is experimenting. That's not too bad, actually. Come on quite nicely. I don't mind that you've got a bit in the background that gives that kind of aged effect, doesn't it? Well, I think so anyway. A bit too much on my finger there. I think I'm getting faster and faster as I'm doing it, which it shouldn't do. There we go, just go nice and slowly. I think that's given it a nice bit of a sheen. I wonder if I can just use the rest of that around the edge, if I've got enough. Hopefully I've got enough. Some on my finger, look. Oh, I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough. Again, just enough, please, to go around the edge. Maybe if I smoosh it out a little bit. Oh, just enough. Yeah, I like that. And we've got well and truly messy. It's gone everywhere. Well, it's Messy Monday. Or down my nail. Never mind. Okay, so I need to definitely need to leave that to dry, this one, before we do anything with this. So let me grab my plastic sheet. I'm just going to lay this out. I'm just going to lay it out to the side of me here actually, and then we can pop you on there, and I'm just going to leave this one and put that on there as well. Right, I need to take my cardigan off now. I'm warming up. Right. I've had a couple of people ask about this craft mat, and it's a Dove Craft Essentials, and I just got it from Amazon when I was looking for a mixed media mat that you could use all sorts of stuff on it. They say it's heat resistant as well, so you can emboss on it as well. So yeah, and it cleans up lovely. It's small. It is only what's that, A3 size, so it's not a very big one, but if you're just starting out or you're just doing little projects, this is great to just have. It does pick up the hairs a lot. It's probably because I've got cats, but yeah, I do notice it picks up the hairs because of it being that silicone material, but it just washes easily. I've taken it and just run it in under the tap in the bath and cleaned it all off and stuff. So yeah, it's really good. It's a nice size, nice starter size. Anyway, so that's the, I'm sorry, I got it from Amazon. I think, did I say that? Yeah. Okay, I want to definitely do something with these, because what I want to do is turn these into a couple of little tags. So I think we need to enhance the green, and I'm wondering if just by going over with a little bit of the green from here would work. Let's this is one of the new pads, not used it. Okay, yeah, it's just, if I just do that gently, don't press down too hard, that's getting the leaves, which is nice, and not the background. Okay, and then what I might do is mix some of this up with some water and do the berries. If I can grab a little brush, that might be nice. Oh, sorry, my phone going off. Not expecting any deliveries today, so it shouldn't be anything. It's probably the birds in the back garden. It's a lovely sunny day here today. It started off really cloudy and dim the first thing this morning, and I did wonder if the sun was going to be able to break through the clouds, but it has. It's come out and it's lovely. It's cool, but it's not as cold as it has been here. So it's a very pleasant autumnal day. Feels like it should be frosty and snowy though, because of all the Christmas stuff that I've been making. Yeah. You look out the window and it's still autumn, yet I'm in Christmas mode with my crafting. Yeah, this is coming out nice. It's just giving us a bit of depth to it. There we go. We need a bit more on these ones. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Can you guys see that all right? I might just tip the blinds slightly so that you get a bit more light down on here. There we go. Yeah, that's done nicely. Okay. So next I wanted to do a bit of this on the little baubles. I think I might be best off doing with a little paintbrush, so let me just get some paint. Oh, paintbrush, sorry. And I've got a paintbrush here and a little pot. I've got some water and I've got my other thing of water, so actually I might just mix it up on here. Let's put some water down. And blob. I probably got way too much there, but we'll see. It's all a bit goopy still, just mixing it up, and then hopefully this will work by enhancing the little berries. Yeah, that's coming together nicely. Okay, so what I was thinking is just doing that on them. Oh, this is probably going to take quite a while to do this. I think it will be worth it. I think it's going to be really nice. Yeah, that really does give it some depth. And then I think when we make them into tags, all I will put on top of them is just a nice little word, maybe back the word with some material. I'm not being very careful with these, I'm just doing a little splodge, as you can see. You don't have to be able to paint or anything to do this. Bit of fluff. Just splodging it on these little spots. Big splodge there. Yeah, this is really making it nice, really making it pop. So I hope you all had a nice weekend. Did you get up to much at the weekend? I was doing some more filming ahead on the Sunday, I think it was, but hubby was busy doing some more renovating and decorating to the house, getting it done, hopefully finished before the 1st of December, so that I could put the Christmas decos up. Well, it won't be on the 1st, I think that falls on a Wednesday, but that weekend, that first weekend, is when I usually tend to put everything up. And the 1st is when my pretty cats are going to go to the vets for their annual jabs. I don't know what's the matter with my little girl, Takana. She's not being able to jump up on our bed, and she's such a lap cat. She sleeps with us in the bed and everything. She just, wherever you are, she is. In fact, now, you see, yeah, she's down in her little extra fluffy, warm little bed that I've got down here in the craft room. So yeah, she's not jumping up on the bed at all, which I don't really know why. She can jump up on the sofa and she can go up and down the stairs fine. I can't see her walking funny, but for some reason she's struggling to jump up on the bed. So I'm just going over the bows. I've just seen that there's some bows on here, so I just thought that that might enhance these nicely too. I've just realised I've gone over the stems there. Never mind. Just do the bows. I think they look really quite nice. I'm really liking this. I'm glad I'm taking the time to do this. It's really is effective. So yeah, good job we're going to the vets on the 1st of December. It's only, I'm filming this, filming this ahead, so she's only got a few weeks to go. I felt all around her legs and everything, and she don't squeal as if she's in pain or anything, but she's not a cat that likes to be pulled around as much as she loves to sit on you and be with you. She don't like being, you can pick her up and cuddle her, but you can't, you have to throw her over your shoulder kind of thing. She has to go up and over the shoulder, and then she'll nestle into you and cuddle you. You can't pick her up and hold her like this, you know, like you would cradle some cats. Okay, that's done. Oh, look at that. That has completely changed that. Oh, that's lovely. That is really lovely. I know when I did this, the first one where we made all of these, several of you mentioned about adding stuff to them and painting them and everything like that. I know one lady said about a gold would be nice. I don't have a gold. I really do wish I had a gold one of these, but this is all I've got, so this is what we're going to work with. Do you know, I think I'm going to do the same with this one. Just wondering what colour. I think that is evergreen. Yeah, sorry, rustic wilderness. So I'm just wondering what evergreen bower over the top would give a different green. Let's use here to yeah, look at that. That gives a much nicer green. Oh, I inked. I just remembered I re-inked this. I think I said in one of my Messy Mondays I was getting really, really low on this, and I managed to buy a re-inker. So yeah, I think we'll do this. We'll go over this one because it's giving it another depth of green. These are nice. So we've just renewed our Sky Cinema contract so that I can have my Christmas movie fest. I don't know about you guys, but I love a cheesy Christmas movie. I'm a bit sad like that, but I do absolutely love the classic Hallmark style movie where it's, you know, romantic comedy or just feel good movie. There's been some good old classics. I remember Santa Claus the movie from a kid in the 80s. I loved that film, absolutely loved that film. And yeah, the last few years I've started a bit of a tradition in that I, throughout the month of December, I just watch as many Christmas movies as I can. I never used to watch many Christmas movies and stuff, but I think after my diagnosis with my health and everything, and not being able to physically do a great deal, TV, YouTube and everything has become my friend, and I started watching the movies, and it's like, why did I never do this before? Why did I never watch all these Christmas movies? We even started one with Halloween. Now I have to say I do not like horror movies. I am such a scaredy cat. I really am such a scaredy cat. So it can't be horror, it has to be kids horror. It has to be either a U or a PG rating film that is a Halloween film. Otherwise I don't like it. I can't watch it. I get too scared. Yeah, we watched what did we watch? Oh, The Corpse Bride. I love Tim Burton films like that. He's done that one. That Nightmare Before Christmas, that's on the Christmas list and not the Halloween one. What's the other one that I usually like to watch? Oh, Miss Peregrine's School for, what is it, Miss Peregrine's School for Gifted Children or whatever. Anyway, that's a nice classic film. I like that. And then you've got Hocus Pocus. They're good films. Hocus Pocus 1 and 2. So yeah, they're the kind of Halloweeny films that I watch. I don't watch anything slightly horror-y. I'm surprised I enjoyed Stranger Things as much as I did, because that's got a slight horror element to it, but I think because it's set in the 80s, I'm a child of the 80s, so you know, growing up in the 80s, I was like, you see the kids and it's like what they're wearing, what they're listening to, it's like, oh my gosh, yes, I remember that. So I think that really helped in watching Stranger Things, which we're now waiting for the final season to come out. I think it's not till next year though, I think hubby said, so yeah. Any of you guys watch Stranger Things or have Christmas movies or Halloween movies? I know at Christmas time or during December we always start re-watching the Harry Potter films. You've got the Magical Creatures and Where to Find Them series. You've got that, and then you've got all the Harry Potters, and we just watch them every year because I just love those Harry Potter films. It's such an escapism, they are. Oh, this one is looking lovely. I am loving it. As I said, it's not particularly neat with the this red that's going on, but it doesn't need to be. It's you know, the background's got the swirly patterns and stuff on it from when we were creating it on the folder, so it gives such a nice effect though, this. And you're right, a gold one would look lovely, but it's in my wish list. It's on my wish list. Oh, I got a cat hair. Do not want a cat hair. So we're halfway. We're about halfway through November now, time this airs. I really must think about getting my Christmas cake made. I can't tolerate alcohol with the way my health is, unfortunately, not anymore, so my Christmas cake doesn't need to be made too early, because I don't like when you feed it and baste it in brandy or whatever your choice is to do. I won't be doing that to the cake, but I like to get it made up a good few weeks at least before I then want to ice it and decorate it, because then that just helps. Even with a gluten-free non-alcoholic Christmas cake, it tends to still mature. So yeah, right, I think, oh, I haven't done these, have I? That's what I was looking to do. Try and be a bit more careful and not get the twigs this time, because they will show on this green background. Oh, this is lovely. It's actually very therapeutic, just painting away. I used to do quite a lot of watercolours as well. I used to find when it was just too hot in the summer to do anything at all, I would just have a load of pre-stamped images from my stamp collection, all stamped out onto watercolour paper, and I would just very delicately fill in them and watercolour the stamps and the colours, and then I'd turn them into little bits of ephemera for myself, or even some stickers. I've made some stickers out of them as well. And I haven't done watercolour for ages. I've been really going down the rabbit hole with my junk journaling and paper crafting. So perhaps in the new year that could be a thing. We could do some watercolouring. I think I've just dolloped that. Turn it up this way, that would be easier. I'm thinking already of some new ideas for videos and everything for you guys for the new year, to keep the interest going. So, oh, look at that. Oh wow, I love that. That is lovely. Look at that. There we go. So what, we're up to 31 minutes already. Gosh, wow. Okay. So what I might do is I might do this video in 2 halves. For you it'll be one long video, but what I'm thinking of doing is doing this bit first, enhancing them, and then afterwards we will go ahead and make some ephemera. Sorry, I'm trying to think of the words there. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and make some ephemera afterwards. So I'm just thinking of using this one on here, just on the background, and I don't mind if it gives a bit of a hue to the background of this. I just want to enhance it, and then I'm going to do the red again. I'm pushing a little bit harder on this one so you get some colour going down behind it. I don't really want it the stark white. And then we'll do the same again. That effect is just so lovely. I think we'll do that. There we go. That's nice. Okay, so we should have enough here. Move it all, and then give it a little bit more of a mush up. Okay, now how am I doing on time? It's still recording. If it cuts out halfway through this, as I said, I will be back when these are dried in the same video for you. And we will then turn these into some lovely bits of ephemera. I'm definitely thinking I want to do some tags and some journaling cards with these. this is going to be really nice. It's looking really good. I haven't got to the blue yet. I wanted to do the use the blue one for the snowflakes. I've gone really quiet again, haven't I, while I'm doing this. It's just so meditative. Yeah, it just really makes these pop. Is it still recording? Oh, we are still recording. Okay. Sorry, gone really very quiet. I'm surprised my head hasn't come on camera yet. Well, it might have done, because when I tend to do things like this, I want to sort of stoop really low down over the top of it to do it. Oh, I'm very glad that you guys suggested adding bits to this, even if it's not the gold. This, yeah, it reminded me that I had this and thought, oh, okay, it would work with the red for the berries. Feels like I'm getting a little messy. My brush feels like it's a bit clogged. It's not the best brush, it's a cheap brush, so doesn't always give you a smooth paint, but that's fine. And then nearly there. Oh, my hand's starting to tingle being in this position. Okay, so let's just do these, the little bows. Should have enough left on here. I might just do a quick, get some, I got a little bit out, and then I'll have enough then to do these little bows. And then what I think I'll do is stop the video if it hasn't already. And come on, please. Will there be enough? Let there be enough here. It's all caked on my brush. Let's try and get some of that down. Look. And onto this one. Three more bows. Two more, should I say. Come on. Please, please, please be enough. Yeah, just enough to finish them. Look at that one. Are we still on? It is still recording. Oh, look at that. That is lovely. Okay, so I'm going to let these dry. Pause the video here. Once they're dry, either later today or it might be tomorrow, depends what's going on, but for you I will be back in a few minutes and we will turn these into some gorgeous ephemera for our journals. Okay, see you shortly. Hi everyone, I'm back. It's actually later into the afternoon. These have dried quite quickly actually. So we did some on camera. We did these enhance these backgrounds, but I went ahead and finished the rest of these so that they could all dry and then come back and we can turn them into a bit more of ephemera. So what I thought I'd do is just quickly hold them up to the camera and show you what I've done with them. This one I've just distressed it a little bit, but I've used the gold metallic pen on that one. I've used a bronze metallic pen on that one. This one was red. I first enhanced the background with some lumberjack plaid, and then I've gone over with a silver metallic pen, and then I've used my red gilding paste on this one. I thought that looked really quite nice, that one. So they're ready to turn into some ephemera. We did these on camera, the holly in the different colours. These are my absolute favourites. They have just worked so well. I used the POSCA pen, a metallic pinkier POSCA pen, because this has got more of a yellowy background to it on that one. And then the tree, I've gone over the red tree with some of the gilding paste and then gold metallic pen. This one I've enhanced the background with some more distressing rustic wilderness and then filled in, because this is the reverse one, filled in the colours with gold, and there's a bit of pink on the baubles there. This one was white, so I covered the background with iced spruce distress ink, and then I've made it a silver and pink themed one. I should have had that when I was doing my pink Christmas journal, but I'm sure I'll do another one. And then this was the first one that we did, where all I did was enhance the stars with some gold. So there we go. That's all what I've enhanced. And now I want to turn them into some ephemera. So I've got my other mat here that I use, and I think we're going to start with one of these. I think I'm going to start with this one, and I want to turn it into a tag. So let me just create myself a bit of space to the side here so I can bring in my chopper. Do we know? It's just under 15. Or wasn't it a 6x6 one? Let's see. No, it's a bit shorter than 6. So if we go with the centimetres on this one, so half of 15, we're looking at 10. No, we're looking at 5, 7.5. Oh, my maths. I'm actually going to cut it this way, just so that the my blade doesn't get caught up. I don't know whether that makes a difference or not, but Anyway, we'll do this. It seems to have cut nicely. Or I was like very tentative there. I was like, oh, do I cut it? Do I not? And it's just like, go for it. Okay, so I think I'm just going to back them now with some coffee dye paper. Then I'll snip the tops once it's dry into the tag shape. I've got a little Sainsbury's shopping card that no longer is valid, that I've cut into various different sizes that I will use. So let's bring back my glue page. And we'll get these glued and stuck onto some coffee dye paper. So hopefully this video might be a little bit longer video, but I do want to get some decorating done. I'm just going to use Pritt Stick because it's quite quick to dry. It's not as wet as my other glue, and I'm hoping this one will work. Okay, let's pop this on here. Okay. I've got to remember I don't want to press down too much because I don't want to flatten the embossing, but we do need it to stick. So hopefully that will adhere down. There we go. Let's turn this round and we'll glue this one on. Okay. Let's move this out the way first. Nothing seems to want to move today. Oh, I will just get it on there, look. That's fine. So there we go, just making sure it's all going to stick. Okay, so we'll leave them to dry before we cut them and decorate them anymore. Okay, shall we take one of these next? Which one do we want? I have something in mind that there's this lovely bit of ephemera, these two little girls, and the book has got carols, so they're obviously singing. I just wondered whether something on here, maybe you cover up a lot of the Silent Night though, don't you? Okay, let's have a little look and see what else we've got. These are oh, I can't remember now. My brain, it's just completely gone as to whose digitals these are. I know I have mentioned them before. I know I have because I've used them quite a bit. He's just going to be too big, yeah. I think these might be a bit too big. Okay, we'll dig out the smaller ones. In there. I can have a look now as to whose they are. Tailor-made journals, that's it. Tailor-made journals. So I'm going to lay them out here so that I can have a look and see which figure I think looks best on which one. Now let's have a look. We've got Angel. What else do we have? She's sweet. Quite like her. She's throwing a snowball, so we don't really want her. Okay. I was looking for something tall and skinny really to go along the side. Maybe she would work. I think she's the wrong colours though. I like her. I do like her on there. No, I don't think Father Christmas looks right on there. I was hoping for some carol singers or something. But that's fine. I'm sure there will be some ephemera that we can use. I'll just have a look in Rach and Bella's little lot here. These are left over from my project on Saturday. She's a bit small for that. She needs to be a bit bigger. Unless we use some of the candles, maybe. Oh, actually, they might look quite nice. Right, let's have a little look at what we've got to see what ones we like. Oh, look at that. That looks nice on there. I like that. It stands out. I think that's why I like it. I don't want to do all of them with a candle. I think... Do I want... No, I think I'm going to go with that one on there with the candle. While we have got all of this out, do we want to find some words or shall we just use the background? Let's have a little look in here. No, I think we'll just go with the background to start with. I'm just going to move them up to the side. I know where they are then. Okay, so we'll put these to the side and let's have work on these, see if we can create some ephemera. Now they will need backing onto some coffee dye, so I think I might need to do that first. The candle flames a bit. So okay, let's do that first. Might as well use... Let's cut this down and then use the rest of this page. Okay. They're still a bit damp, so I'm just going to leave them to the side to dry. Okay, let's put in my glue page. They won't go that way, so we're going to go there. Is that going to fit? Yes, they will just fit like that. Okay, that's good. These might actually take a while to dry because you're going in, the glue's going into the little grooves of the embossing folder, but I wanted to use this glue because it adheres quicker. I didn't want it popping up with the wet glue that I've got. That probably doesn't make sense, but yeah, it just adheres quicker, this. Okay. turn it round. And let's do this one. Okay. Okay. Right, I think I'm going to need to give these a bit of a chance to dry before we work on them. They still feel a bit tacky. So we've made a start. I'm sorry, but I'll pause this and I'll be back once they're dry. Hello again. Right, they've dried enough for me to work on, believe it or not. I've gone and made, this is my second cuppa I've just gone and made, and it's still a bit damp, but I think they're dry enough. I've cut them in half and I think they're dry enough to work on. I've gone ahead and done a couple more. I've done those and I've done those, back them ready, and they are still very, very wet. So hopefully we can get these made. So I'm just going to use my little card to cut the tag shape, and I think I'm going to go with this smaller one so that we don't lose too much of the pattern. There we go. Yeah, that looks nice, that does. I like that. Okay, let's do this one. And then I think we need to give them a bit of an ink. And I'm thinking I might actually go round with the green as an ink. Or do we want vintage photo? Let's have a look. There. Just checking that they're glued still on there. Okay. So what do we want? Do we want to ink around with a bit of vintage photo? Let's have a think while we look and rummage in our tub here for whether we just want a word down the middle. Let's move them to the side here. What have we got in these big words? December's quite a long word. Not sure I like that actually. Maybe it's just the word. Maybe we need a red word. I don't want to cover too much of the background up. Okay, let's have a look to see if we've got anything in here that might work. What about Santa? He's a bit small. Oh, don't they look gorgeous on there? I've already used one of these. I think I'm going to end up printing out the sheet that these are on so many more times because they are just absolutely gorgeous. I love that. Okay, that's one. These are a bit big, I think. Yeah, they're a bit big to go on there. Let's have a little look in Rachel and Bella to see if there's anything in hers. That's tailor-made journals. these. Cute, cute. Oh, look at him. If I can get him out. Oh. Oh, we can snip a bit of that. Oh, he's gorgeous. I love him. Or would one of those be better? Oh. Oh, now I can't decide. I do love these little mice that are in her fussy cut, Bella's fussy cut, timeless fussy cut. I think because I don't want to have to cut anything off that, I'm going to go with him. Oh, they are just gorgeous. Right, now I do think we want a little bit of a word by them. Do we want something like that? No, or something that stands out a little bit more. How about does a red word look better? Maybe not that red. What's under here? Something like that. That might look better, this colour. So what do we want it to say? Greetings. So he's going to need to go about there. And we can just get that on. And then we can have a little tab. I just wonder if we need just a little bit of book page or something to ground that. I don't want to take away from the background too much. What do we want with these two? Cheer, blessings together. Do we do the same? I'm going to put maybe that up there with a little bit of book page to ground them. There we go. That's those decided. I'm conscious that I don't want to do another too long a video here. That's not too bad. Okay, so I need a vintage photo to ink around these. Still not sure what to do. I think I will go around with the green. I don't often use a colour to distress the corners, so we'll do that. I think it was Rustic Wilderness is the background colour. Let's just see. Yeah, I think that looks nice with that. Trying to do it gently because it's still a little damp. There we go. So if we can at least get these two done, it gives you an idea of how I'm going to use them. Right, a little bit of book page. I think we just oh, look at that. We can go there. There we go. Now we wanted a little bit of book page just to ground these pair. Like so. Oh, I'm loving these. These look really lovely. I think I'll have to make some more embossing backgrounds. I've got these 3 still to play with, but these are just, yeah, really are nice. Okay, so let's ink the book page. I've not actually worked with the embossing folders in this way. Whenever I've done an embossing background like this, it's been for a card, so you haven't then had much on top of it. I've been able to just glue like a little happy birthday sentiment or something like that across the card, whereas this time round I'm gluing more things onto it. So so far my glue stick, these Elmer's, yeah, it does say Elmer's glue, does seem to work. I know Gail Augustinelli has done things like this before with embossing backgrounds. So it's just a case of making sure it sticks in where it can. Okay, I think that's in. Okay, let's do this one. Lid on the glue. I tend to use the Pritt stick anyway for paper stuff. I'm just wondering how the other one would work. The other glue. I think I might have to weigh these down. Okay, let's, oh, we want to put the greetings, don't we, down here. So if we position him where we want him, I'd say about there. I'm going to try this glue, this PVA glue, and see how well it does. Yeah, I think it's going to need a weight on it virtually straight away to hold it down. Okay, let's do the mouse. sure I've got a good amount of glue on that edge actually. Okay, so let's weigh him down. Yeah. Okay. So they are going to go there. And then together it's going to go at that top bit. I could have put some fabric on here as well, but I didn't want, I think the background is quite a strong background, so I think with just a little bit of a fabric top, topper on it, I think that would be alright. There, that gun can go there. Try that on there while we glue these two little figures. Okay. There we go. So we'll put that back. Like so. There we go. I wonder if any of these will, let me just check how we're doing. We're up to about 20 minutes, so I'm just thinking the first one was about 40, 50, 60. So we're over an hour now. What I will do, I think, is perhaps come back in the next video and we can carry on, perhaps in one of my Let's Craft videos. Now that I've enhanced all of these, we can craft with the rest of these. I will get the rest of these backed, and then I can show you what they're like once I've put some tops in. I think I'll do that because I know you guys do like to see how I've used what I create in my Messy Mondays. So I will leave the video here for this week. I hope this has given you some inspiration for how to use what we create in our Messy Mondays. And as I just said, I will be back with a Let's Craft later in the week when we will finish these off and do some more decorating of them. But thanks very much for tuning in and watching another video, and I'll be back with some more crafting adventures soon. Take care everyone, bye.